Hello boys and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again in Hearts of Iron 4, just like always. Just like always. And we're in Every State Independent, which is actually my last bastion of joy in this game. I still love this series and I love watching this. We're here, we're back, and before we get into this episode, I needed to inform you that I did lose the previous save file, and I had to go back to an older version of it and run the game up to the point where it's most similar to where we left off, and I had to go in and switch up a few things. So it might be slightly different, and I do apologize, but for the most part it's the same, and for the most part I've gone through and tried to equalize everything out, tried to, if a country ended up being a little bit weaker, I tried to, than they were before, I tried to give them a little bit of strength. But anyways, boys, we're back. I also just ran it for a little while afterwards to get a little bit farther ahead in the game, and I would like to show you guys what's going on. Obviously, the first thing we have to show off is this. That is real. And then, of course, there's a few more formed nations that we can show off. It finally happened. The Iberian Union. What ideology is it? It is not aligned. But look at that flag, boys. Oh, man. Yes. A fan favorite last season, and a fan favorite this season, and a personal favorite of mine. Pas-de-Calais, because of my mistake, is not the Kingdom of the Benelux, but it should form at any time. I just had to, oh god. I'm sorry, Hungarian viewers. I'm sure you guys are not going to be happy about that. But we'll just pretend like we didn't see that. So Pas-de-Calais should form Kingdom of the Benelux because they have all the states when possible. Just, I don't know, the AI likes to take its time sometimes, so it'll happen eventually. But yes, Iberian Union is there. That means the mod's working. It's all good. We're doing it. Another one that formed is actually Ukraine, and I know of at least one subscriber who's going to be very happy about that, but I'm sure all Ukrainian and even probably just general Slavic Eastern European subscribers may be happy about that. So yeah, Ukraine is there, and it's quite a big Ukraine. It's sort of going the opposite, you know, sort of going north to south instead of east to west like the IRL Ukraine does, but that's okay. It's still quite a mighty nation, and it has a lot of the core Ukraine. Poland should probably form fairly soon. They are massive. Kalisz, 60 divisions, quite the massive foe. And then, of course, Poznan, a lot of the rest of the Polish states there to collect. One thing about this save, Greece has not yet gone to war against Afion. Instead, Greece and Hungary, I don't want to make you guys mad, Greece and Hungary, we'll move on to the next name eventually, have gone against Muntenia, so a united Romania or a formed Romania probably will not be seen this game, so I apologize, my Romanian viewers. There we go, boys. This just formed. I didn't see this yet. Transcaucasian Kingdom. So we had this last time, but it was the Transcaucasian Union or something else. It was not the kingdom, if I'm correct. I think the flag was just the yellow, black, red. So this is very familiar to us who've watched the previous season. Pretty cool to see. The Transcaucasian Kingdom is dominating Khorasan, and we probably won't see a united Iran then because they are dying. Also, Rajasthan has decided to stab them in the back and is invading. I saw a comment on my previous video. Somebody said they were rooting for Rajasthan. Good for you, man. I'm rooting for them too in India, just because I saw that comment. Really quick, I would also just like to show off this thing that somebody sent to me on Twitter. Somebody remade the borders of this save, this game, after after episode 5. So the previous one where I think it's called Rise of Hungary. They made it in Europa Universalis, and it is dope. It looks really cool. So thank you for sending me that, man. I really appreciate it. Looks awesome. Good job. You know, I would love to see something form in the United States. It'd be pretty cool to see that. Of course, we have Mexico, and then we had the Teocracia de El Salvador. A big war that we're seeing right now that actually could go in any direction is Franken versus Sudetenland. This is dangerous, for both of these guys, and if it goes in favor of these guys, it's very dangerous for the rest of Europe. It could go one of two ways. Either Sudetenland or Franken have a victory here in a reasonable amount of time. In that scenario, this country in Central Europe will be extremely powerful and will probably just start stomping over everything around it. On the other hand, if these fairly evenly matched countries just stalemate into each other for, let's say, a whole in-game year, that will give Benelux, Brittany, Iberian Union, whoever, Tuscany, Croatia, whoever comes out on top in this area, Poland, whoever wants to come out on top, that will give them time to gain strength to be able to come in and take these guys out one by one as they're still fighting each other. So it's dangerous for them to stay like this for a long time. All right, boys, so we're starting to see Jiangsu go northward and instead of go down south to unite China. And so we'll probably sort of see South China, as in Hunan, sort of unite the southern portion, and possibly Jiangsu unite the northern portion, and then we'll have a War of the Chinas. It's also probably pretty important to point out the Kingdom of Egypt formed. The war between Alexandria and Cairo finally ended, and these two were able to unite. It's sort of in an arms race with its western neighbor, Morocco, Tripoli in the middle. Both fairly evenly matched, and they're both trying to gain control over Western Africa. We do have a major battle happening over in Eastern Europe right now. That is Tula versus Moscow. Now, Moscow is probably has a stronger core. Let's see, 34 divisions, 22 factories. But Tula sort of started down here and annexed stuff around Moscow, attempting to surround them. Tula's also at war with those guys, apparently. Nice. Tula's got 38 divisions, 22. So they're pretty evenly matched, actually, and for the most part, Tula is stronger. Greece declared war on Afyon. Okay. Okay, we do have our new borders after Montenia died. Rest in peace. You did pretty good. You were very fun to watch for a long time, and we definitely do respect you. Greece gained Romania and Stanislaw, that region. They also gained an enclave up here. And now, of course, the Great Greek Army that was originally from Peloponnese, then they changed into Albania, of course, then back into Greece, will be invading Turkey, which is basically Turkey. It's Afyon. I guess it's at war with Jordan too. Okay, so Jordan will probably end up getting a few of these states. I'm sure the Hungarian viewers of the channel will be fairly happy about this border at the very least. Guangxi is actually an interesting one to watch in China. 33 divisions, 11 military. Another one that could possibly rise to the top. Republic of Malaysia just formed out of Singapore, which is also kind of cool. And then over here in the Americas, we have two wars, Illinois versus Kansas. Who's going to come out on top of this? Illinois, 44 divisions, 28 factories. Kansas, 22 divisions, 21 factories. Probably Illinois. And we'll have like two gray, dark gray countries fighting each other for North America. New Jersey, 78 divisions. Whoa. I underestimated New Jersey. And 37 military factories. But New York, okay, New Jersey's stronger now. Free Canadian Republic or New York. Yeah, New Jersey might actually win. They have a big edge there. They gain strength very fast. But back to Russia, whoever wins, Moscow or Tula, will have united a massive portion of Russia. And then we have Engels over here as well, eating Orenburg. That's another massive portion of Russia. Let's say Moscow, Tula, and this area all merge. That is a very powerful country in the east that might be coming west. Here are the Greeks invading into Afyon, and here are the Jordanians pushing into a hopeless Afyon, trying to split their forces in two fronts against two stronger enemies than itself. So, Transcaucasian Kingdom also eating all of Iran with the help of Rajasthan, of course. Oh, and look at that, I was correct. Kingdom of Norway just formed up here. Pretty sweet. All the Norwegian states were united, plus most of Sweden. The Tartu declared war on Kingdom of Norway. So Tartu, oh, look at that. They're still doing good. A Estonian country, an Estonian state, still thriving. After most of the smaller countries like Estonia, all of their states have been virtually wiped out. Tartu fights on. But they are behind 21 divisions and 11 factories. They could take out Norway. That'd be kind of funny. Norway has 4 divisions. That would make sense, Tartu, why you would want to go after them. I think you might see some success in that region. So if Khorasan falls before Afyon does, Transcaucasia will probably declare war on Afyon as well, and might get a couple of these, but Greece is going to get the overwhelming majority of the states. Jordan is almost in control of at least one or two of the states that they probably want. Nope, I was incorrect. Transcaucasia declared war on Punjab. Yeah, they can't even get through there. Are you actually going to attempt that? Rajasthan, on the other hand, is going after Jabalpur, and we'll see the unification of India fairly soon here, it looks like. Well, that's sad. Just when Tartu might have had their time of glory, Ukraine declared war on them, and the Kalisz has now declared war on Poznan as well. Minsk finally died. They were a mess for forever, but Ukraine, Kalisz finally split them. So Ethiopia just stopped Egypt or any of these northern guys from collecting land down south because it just ate two countries down here and built a big wall along the entirety of Africa, so Egypt cannot get down there. Now, Tripoli and Egypt are not at war with Morocco. It'll probably go down the path of Morocco losing, Egypt then eating Tripoli, and then Egypt then eating Guinea, probably alongside Ethiopia. I don't know what Ethiopia's doing now. Yeah, they're going after some smaller guys down here. So we might see a North Africa versus a South Africa, whether that's Botswana running it, whether that's Ethiopia running it, or maybe even Mozambique. There's a small chance there. But it's probably going to be Egypt in the north and Ethiopia in the south. You know, I feel a little bad for Afyon. They were definitely smashed in the middle of all this, and they weren't ready for it to get in this two-front war. They're just in a really central location where bigger guys are going to be on both sides of them. So that sucks a little bit, but Afyon, it was good watching you. Congratulations on uniting Asia Minor. I want to find out how many dead from the Franken-Sudetenland War. Not as many as I thought. Sudetenland 78,000, Franken 106,000, but that's still a lot for these guys who don't have unlimited manpower. Okay, this is a development though. Egypt not being able to get into Morocco anymore sees Jordan actually as a easier enemy than Tripoli. So Egypt may cross the canal here. Are they going to do it? You are at war. You should definitely do it before defenders get... Oh, well, it's too late. You could have crossed. Sad. This war could be dubbed like the Great War of the Middle East or the Great War of Arabia sort of thing. Maybe those don't really quite describe it, but we sort of have an Egypt and Afyon versus a Greece and Jordan. So I don't know what you guys would like to dub that. Maybe you guys can leave your answers in the comments, and then you guys can vote up each other's answers, which ones you like. What should this war be called? Because there are combatants on both sides. Oh boys, and look at that. The Mali Empire was just formed as well. That's pretty sweet. It was Guinea in the past, and now has a nice cool flag. 54 divisions. This country here, Mali Empire, could actually beat Egypt. If Egypt gets stuck in this war over here, Mali Empire could grow, take out Kingdom of Morocco, take out Tripoli, and then go after Egypt. So I just want to point out, Greece now has 112 divisions, so it caught up quite a bit. It may have even surpassed Hungary, who is now waiting for a nice time to strike. Hungary would do very well if it attacked Sudetenland in the back. They have 76 divisions right now. Poland is also doing very good, invading Poznan. I think they probably almost have 100, yeah. 93 divisions. What does Poznan have? 23. That's pretty sad. Franken might be 98. Okay, so they are up there. Pas-de-Calais probably has a pretty big army, 98 as well. Ukraine declared war on Kingdom of Hungary. Does that mean Tartu is dead? That is sad, yes. Oh, Ukraine, don't make your borders look like that. Come on. Ukraine, take over the Slavic stuff, please. So currently the strongest country now in the entirety of Africa, unless Botswana is stronger than I think it is. No, it is not. Is the Mali Empire. It has just surpassed Egypt. They were both tied at 54 divisions. Mali just got 60 out. Egypt is still behind. Okay, and Afyon is done. The Kingdom of Jordan and Greece split them fairly in half. That's kind of what I predicted. I think Jordan took a little bit more than I thought they would. But Greece has now declared war on Jordan as well. So that means Egypt will probably be able to push into Jordan a little bit. They have 26 divisions. Bro, Jordan, you were fun to watch. You did very well in the Middle East. You were a great contender to unite the Middle East, and you did quite a bit. This is the greatest extent of Jordan right here, boys. But anyways, boys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this episode, make sure to give it a like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace. Really quick, I would just like to thank all my patrons: Andrew, Blug and Fletcher, Bubby, Infinitum Gamer, Infinity Mapping, and Rodney. I really appreciate it, everyone. And if you're interested in supporting the content that you like, please check out the Patreon link in the description below and consider a pledge yourself. Thank you.